All right. Hello, everybody. This is my Bad Bank presentation. So thanks for tuning in. Anyways, so today we are, excuse me, there we go. Um, Going to be presenting this Bad Bank project. I'm very excited. I ran into quite an array of issues throughout this project, also throughout the course leading up to this. So time has not been on my side this year, and I was really hoping I would have more time to address the issues that are still existing in this code. So, unfortunately, I'm presenting this as is. There are still a lot of improvements that need to be made, and I still plan on doing those, as well as the refactors that I would like to implement as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is the Bad Bank. I'll go ahead and get through the functionality. So join Bad Bank. We're going to create a name, Max at MIT.edu, password is secret, create an account. Oops, let's get a longer password there. All right. All right, and then we've got hello Max. Enter deposit amount. These will not work unless I give it a valid entry. Course, deposit more. Can also go ahead and withdraw. I had to fix that hamburger function, of course. And unfortunately, I have been running into errors today with this where I was getting my data to render and load. Um, the user data would display here. You would see the balance, any of the withdrawals happening, and then it would be more explicitly written out right here as it was on the previous front end project. So you would have both views of it being entered into this table and then it going right here. Those were both working until this morning before my presentation. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find the issue yet. Otherwise, I would try to unpack it here and work through exactly what is going on. However, I have not gotten to the root of that issue. So I guess I'll just go ahead and review some of the things that are not working and what I plan on improving. Something else that changed when I went ahead and deployed my website was it rendered to an older version. This create record was something that I was using as a sort of test for the rest of my context files that I'm using to store the um, card. But um, I ended up changing this page, or rather deleting this page and recreating it to be something else for my refactor. And then upon deploying it today, another issue I ran into was this coming back. Not sure why these are all happening this morning. Of course, I do have a lot to fix, and unfortunately, I had so much time to get this done, but just wasn't on my side. So I'm still just going to submit what is completed and um, hopefully continue to improve and um, add my refactors. But this is what I have today. So the other refactor thing I was mentioning that was going right here was a news API. I was using this Yahoo Finance API and I was calling it and um, using it to display financial news headlines as well as like a ticker and like a NASDAQ chart. So it would be basically my idea for the project was to have the user log in, and then upon logging in, that data would fill out right here. It would populate this area. Unfortunately, of course, that is not the case, but I still have the API in here. And if you'd like to see what that does look like, I can pull that up because I still have it right here. And so this was rendering onto this empty create record page, or rather a page that looks more like this, but just quite a bunch of issues to still work through. But I'm learning as I go, and it has been, more educating than watching a tutorial on how to do this by actually trying to, you know, make these things come to life. So, anyways, um, in terms of the back end assembly, I went ahead and used MongoDB. Um, I liked the way that we were setting everything up and connecting the front and the back end with the ExpressDAL project in this module. Um, I did have some issues, or upon getting the initial issues with the records this morning, I thought, okay, maybe I could quickly refactor this project again and go for something quicker, you know, more minimalistic. So I tried to refactored it into Firebase, which I actually had some success with, but I wasn't able to get anything in the database again. I was actually able to get some authentication, like we had done in the other Firebase projects, but no luck otherwise. So I'm still a bit all over the place. I am planning on using GraphQL, a GraphQL table to populate with the database, and it is still just, you know, not where I quite wanted it to be. However, I do feel like this is a good starting point for me to move forward from here. Despite a tough semester and tough cohort of this class, I really did learn a lot, and I'm still learning a lot. I wish I could have gotten this project finished and could have gotten my improvements done, but that is the way it happened. And, I learned my lesson, but this has been a really good project, and I'm really looking forward to adding those refactors and the implementations.